Hello, this is Soren Kaplan, and I'm with Errol. And Errol is the author of one of our book apps. It is called Emerging Technologies. Errol, welcome. I wanted to just give you a moment to just introduce yourself, share a little bit about your background.
Okay, well, I'm Errol from England. I'm a consultant, speaker, and writer, mostly on digital transformation. I had a background in IT for quite a long time, both in the technical area and also in the sales and business development area. Well, I'm like 20 years on my own to say. Okay, so I'm not working for a particular company. I'm just standalone, a freelance consultant.
Great. Well, thank you, Errol. Tell us a little bit about your book and what the premise is of your book. You've got three big ideas we're going to talk about today. Share with us an overview.
Yeah. Well, my first intention was to write a book on the Internet of Things. And I started writing on the topic. It soon became clear that an IoT platform is very vulnerable for hackers. The IoT is a central system where all devices are linked to the internet, so we needed to solve the security problem. Thinking about a solution became big idea number one, convergence of IoT and blockchain. Research had identified several benefits of using blockchain for IoT, such as building trust, reducing risk with superior security. In my book, I called it convergence of IoT and blockchain. I called it the blockchain of things. After finishing writing about blockchain of things, I realized that the one thing lacking in this concept was intelligence. In order to remain relevant in a rapidly evolving world, businesses need to evolve their business processes, people, and services to keep pace. Thinking about a solution became big idea number two, the convergence of IoT, blockchain, and artificial intelligence. In my book, I call this conversion the blockchain of intelligent things. Research shows four main trends for successful businesses using the blockchain of intelligent things. First, everything has to be about the customer and equally about the employee. Anyone can become a competitor as the boundaries between industries are blurring. Industry 4.0 is changing the way businesses work and interact with one another, suppliers, and with customers. And risk is now changing with cyber attacks on data becoming the new battleground. Then it also was obvious that it would be great to have a methodology to migrate from a brick and mortar company to a digital leader. So I developed digital transformation planning, which became big idea number three. The digital transformation plan is a roadmap to help you overcome roadblocks, prevent costly mistakes, and eliminate time-consuming detours that prevent you from attaining your goals and reaching your destination. I merged two existing methods, the business model canvas and SaaS tags, which I will explain later on, into digital transformation planning, which represented the best practice roadmap.
So Errol, this is a great overview. Let's dive into big idea number one. You basically talk about that to provide security to IoT platforms, you really need to consider connecting and converging blockchain and IoT. So tell us a little bit about why that is and what that means.
Okay. All right. If you want to add security to Internet of Things platforms, you need to consider converging blockchain and IoT. An IoT platform consists of all kinds of devices connected to the Internet and can be divided into three categories. First, any device that receives and sends information such as sensors. Second, any device that receives information and act on it, such as the TV remote. And 3, any device that can do both things. Since IoT is a centralized system, the drawbacks of IoT have to do with security and privacy threats. This means they are vulnerable to hack attacks. So that explains why IoT and blockchain would work together quite well.
Great.
The blockchain allows parties to co-create a permanent, unchangeable, and transparent record of exchange and processing without having to rely on a central authority. Previous technologies were about the same business process faster and more efficiently, but blockchain is about completely redefining how business processes are implemented and even how they are designed in the first place. In all blockchain transactions, there are 4 fundamental components. First, a consensus protocol that manages how transactions are recorded and agreed between parties. Second, a ledger containing all transactions across a distributed peer-to-peer network. Third, rewards or incentives such as miners earning Bitcoin or Ethereum. Fourth, smart contracts that allows applications to be developed on the blockchain. So the blockchain is secure because there is no place where applications can be manipulated without all the others on the network noticing. So research has identified several benefits of using blockchain for IoT, building trust, reducing risks with superior security, reducing costs, and acceleration of transactions. Summarizing, we can say that benefits of IoT and blockchain convergence are twofold. First, blockchain can be a solution to important IoT challenges. And second, IoT and blockchain combined can provide benefits across several industries and in that way speed up the adoption of both technologies. So that was big idea number 1.
Thank you. And I think that leads right into big idea number 2, which is talking about the blockchain of things, which is kind of a relatively new term. You're also saying that you need to consider artificial intelligence as well. So share with us kind of what that big idea number 2 is about.
All right. Big idea number 2 is if you want to add intelligence to the blockchain of things, you must consider converging artificial intelligence and blockchain of things. In my book, I call this convergence the blockchain of intelligent things. Research identifies 4 broad imperatives for any business looking to optimize how technology can add value to their organization. First, understand how to use the information available to provide strategic insight in real time. Second, maximize the use of technology to think forward. Third, implement effective and efficient processes that satisfy the overall business requirements. And last, capture, measure, report, and predict future performance in a much more agile manner to support better and faster decision making. So if you are in the process of figuring out what the business value of data science and artificial intelligence has for your company, you can consider the following ways of using data science. Automating repetitive, time-consuming processes. Automation is one of the hottest trends in modern technology. Building better products. By using data science, you can bring a better product to your target market. You can either customize a product or service to make it more personal, or you can provide a new experience with the product or service. And the last one, making better decisions. With data science and predictive analytics, you can predict useful metrics and trends for your business. You will be able to leverage the power of technology to detect what negatively impacts your business before it actually happens. So as an example, I have a few use cases for blockchain of intelligent things in the manufacturing industry. Optimizing supply chain. The AI algorithm can study consumer behavior, weather, socioeconomic and macroeconomic, political status, and geographic patterns to formulate estimations for market demand. Generative design software, capable of improving the way we design products by way of generative design software. AI-powered software. Predictive maintenance, both unplanned and planned downtimes can be tackled by predictive maintenance. And then, of course, the quality of production, the quality 4.0 model, under which traditional quality methods are combined with new technologies like machine learning. So that completes.
Yeah, thank you, Errol. And I think we should just move straight to big idea number 3. And what you talk about here is that to be able to engage in technology projects, that you really need to be able to have the right workforce. You need to be able to have the right people and the skills so that they're able to tap into and use these new technologies. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Of course, yeah. Thank you, Soren. Well, the big idea number 3, if you want to implement a blockchain, IoT, and/or AI project successfully, you must look for a best practice methodology. I fully described the methodology in my previous book, New World Technologies 2020 and Beyond. I would highly recommend to get this book, if you are looking for a methodology, of course. And you can also find instructions for the methodology in the book app. Business and IT leaders have talked about the need for IT business alignment for well over a decade. They all want the benefits that successfully alignment brings, like improved business efficiency, reduced costs, increased agility, and so on. Yet, despite understanding the importance of IT business alignment, it's still an issue in many companies. If there's no IT business alignment in blockchain, IoT, and/or AI projects, the IT systems will not be in line with the business requirements. So the digital transformation plan is a roadmap to help you overcome roadblocks, prevent costly mistakes, and eliminate time-consuming detours, preventing you from attaining your goals and reaching your destination. In my opinion, the business model canvas and SOSTEC method together represent the best roadmap. Business model canvas by Alexander Osterwalder to visualize your business model. The BMC has 9 building blocks: customer segments, value proposition, channels, customer relationship, revenue streams, key activities, key resources, key partnerships, cost structure. And SOSTEC by Paul Smith is to visualize your transformation process. I use a broader interpretation of the method. SOSTEC has 6 steps: situation analysis, objectives, strategy, tactics, action, and control, which is the abbreviation SOSTEC. In my opinion, the digital transformation plan has 4 steps. First, the BMC, the business model canvas before transformation to visualize your current business model. Second, SOSTEC to visualize your transformation process. Third, business model canvas after transformation to visualize your new business model with input from the SOSTEC steps. And fourth, the end report to document your digital transformation plan. Note that steps 1, 2, and 3 are normally carried out in brown paper sessions, while step 4 is a Word document summarizing all data covered in steps 1 through 3. So this covers my big idea number 3.
Great, thank you, Errol. And you also covered some of the tools that you have in your application as well. And so are there any other tips that you can give about how to use these tools in understanding your own technology strategy and implementing some of the ideas in the book?
Okay. IoT, as we know it, is that it's here to stay, and blockchain of things implementation would soon become widespread. However, there is no one-size-fits-all answer for blockchain of things applications in terms of architectural choices and network structure. Both technologies are still maturing. But in moving forward, I foresee that the broader use of blockchain of things will require the collaboration and cooperation of stakeholders, maybe governments and other technological institutions. So I think the best way to implement the convergence of Internet of Things and blockchain is to find and hire a team of external experts who are experienced at both technologies and their integration. Same counts more or less for big idea number 3, because here too there is no one-size-fits-all solutions for the AI, IoT, and blockchain conversions. So same as in big idea number 1, the best way to implement the convergence of Internet of Things, blockchain, and artificial intelligence is to find and hire a team of external experts who are experienced in all 3 technologies and their integration. Then we come to big idea number 3. You can use 2 methodologies, the business model canvas that we spoke about before, and SOSTEC to visualize your transformation process. And well, these are in the book app, both the business model canvas and SOSTEC, so people can use it. And because I also uploaded instructions for the methodology, people can find out how they have to fill in the dots, so to speak.
Great, Errol, thank you. And that is correct. You have all of those resources in your book application. And where can people get more information about your work?
Let's see. People can connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter, and then ask questions if they want more explanation on a certain topic. My books can be found at different sites like Business Expert Press, Amazon.com, Barnes and Noble, Walmart, and many more. And to people who are interested in working with me at some point in time, well, I can send them also a digital transformation consulting proposal. So that explains the methodologies, and we can take it from there.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for your time today, Errol. We appreciate your input and insights for about your book app.
Okay, thanks to you, Soren.